Luke, come on and wiggle it.
That's skillful right there. Oh, that's something you don't see every day. There he goes. Just as easy as that. Back to straight, ladies and gents. Let's give him a big round of applause. Best trick rider in the West that you can imagine. So here he is. This is Cactus Jake here. Howdy. Next to him is Little Deer. There she is. And behind them comes Trapper Graham. And as you can see, he has his archery equipment. So we're going to have a really rip-roaring show here. Now these two girls work in the saloon and they are dancing girls. And I reckon they're going to give these guys a pretty good run for their money when it comes to trick riding. What do you reckon, boys and girls? Yeah!
Hello, I'm Matt Walker. This is a 12-ton Aveling and Porter roller from the year 1899. Weighs 12 ton. We just drove it here today. 6 miles, took 2 hours to get here. It was acquired by my father in about 1987, in a very derelict condition. So much so that she wasn't on the road until 2001. And say we drove her here today to Whalton Show.
So, what are your earliest recollections of it? Because I believe that she was acquired before you were born.
Yes, yeah. So I was only born in '94. So the roller was an ongoing restoration project throughout my childhood, and I can remember the father rebuilding her in the yard from as long as I can remember.
And when did you first start working on her?
Well, throughout. As long as I could hold a spanner or, you know, hold a torch or something, anything like that. I was out helping. I don't know how much help I was actually being. Might have just been getting in the way, but you never know.
I'm imagining that for your dad it was a real labour of love.
Yes, oh, absolutely. You wouldn't do it for any other reason.
And he used to take it to shows and events like this.
Yes. One thing we always like to do is drive it to the show. So we would go to places like Rothbury, Otterburn. The furthest we went under its own power is Corbridge, which actually we did it earlier this year as well. And that takes all day to get there and all day to get home again.
Now, I believe that she's been out of commission for quite a while, is that right?
Well, my father died a few years ago, and then obviously we had COVID, so all the shows and everything were cancelled. So last year was really the first time we took her out to any serious events for a little while.
And did she need much work to get started again?
No, not really. Dad did most of the hard work. There's always bits and pieces to do, though. You know, you have to get parts made because spare parts aren't available, and then there are maintenance tasks.
And is it something that you enjoy?
Oh, of course, yeah. As I say, you wouldn't do it for any other reason.
And what do you think your dad would make of it now if he was seeing you here today.
I hope he'd be pleased. I hope I'm doing him proud.
And how long, what's the sort of lifespan of a machine like this? How long can it last?
Well, I don't think they designed it to last 124 years, and it's still here, so who can say, really?
How many hours a week do you put into it?
Well, depends what needs doing, really. You know, if everything's fine, you don't really need to do anything, but eventually something will need doing, and then it can take you hours and hours just to get, you know, a small bolt or something.
And what's the reaction of people who see it at events like this?
I think a lot of older people, I mean, this one worked quite late. This worked till 1967. So there's a lot of people who can actually remember, you know, just like, oh, I remember that when I was a lad. And those people are generally thrilled to see it again. And then there's other, you know, young kids always enjoy it. And, you know, people generally like it, you know. It's, you don't see one every day.
Hi, I'm Sadie Flanagan and I'm a committee member of the Whalton Show, which has taken place today on the 16th of September 2003 after an absence of about 3 years.
Yes, why have you been off the scene?
COVID for a couple of years and sadly the Queen's death last year. But we're back with a bounce this year. It's been great, we've had a good turnout, we've had the classic cars, a good amount of traders through, some good caterers. Everybody seems to be, people who I've spoken to seem to have been pretty happy with how it's gone today.
Well, the weather hasn't been too kind for you, but it hasn't put the crowds off.
No, indeed, no. It's always great to have the people, local people as well. A good following from Morpeth, Ponteland, people coming out from Newcastle as well.
It must be pretty difficult organising a show like this.
Yeah, it's good fun, but it takes time, it takes energy, but you get the good chat from the traders. Many of us, the other people on the committee have had their roles, but from my point of view, I've enjoyed my part in this year's show.
What do you think have been the main highlights, the things that people have found most popular?
For sure, the dog show. A lot of people in Whalton have dogs, so they've really enjoyed that, taking part in the different classes. The stunt horse racing, that's been brilliant. The bubble whisperer, without a doubt, has been so popular with the children. The Kevy School band, the steel drums have been brilliant, and the ferret racing has been a hit as well this year.
So what's the future like then? Are you already planning next year?
We're certainly thinking about next year. There's been a few traders who have asked if we could host a Christmas fair, which we did last year in place of the September fair that was cancelled. So yes, there's certainly interest there, and if we can, we will.
So the future looks bright for Whalton Show.
Hopefully it'll be brighter than what the weather's been today, but yeah, hopefully we're ending on a high today with a lovely atmosphere and a real good feel and good feedback too.